Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to this week cosmic guidance for February the 7th through until the 13th. This is an exciting week because it's the first time in 2022 where we have had all planets moving direct. And they will be direct until April 29th when Pluto then retrogrades. So this is really a time where you can be launching new projects, taking your newfound insights and ideas and really moving forward with them. It's also a time where you can really see people begin to settle on decisions that they may have been reflecting on over the last couple of months. Energy is really beginning to build. So today, as always in these weekly videos, I'm going to give you a day-by-day breakdown of the main cosmic energies, including guidance from the Akashic Records, as well as astrology, and how you can really work with this energy to support you in what you are manifesting at this time. So if you are new to me and my channel, my name is Kara Melendi. I'm an Akashic astrologer. So I work with the Akashic Records, but I also am a master astrologer. So I bring these sacred tools together in helping you manifest your goals. And when I work with clients one-on-one, I also help them work with this energy to elevate and move forward in their business, amplifying their impact on the planet, aligning to their soul path and purpose, feeling confident in sharing their message with the world. And I currently have doors open to the Lightworkers Rise Academy until this Tuesday. So if you are a spiritual entrepreneur and you know that 2022 is your year to scale into new levels of wealth, new levels of impact, to create a business that's positively changing the planet and is also aligned to your soul purpose, check out the Academy. It is such an empowering, powerful space. All right, so let's dive right in here. Beginning with Monday, February the 7th, we have the moon moving into Taurus, and the moon is exalted in the sign of Taurus. So the moon governs our emotional world, our inner world, and Taurus, the archetypal energy of Taurus, is very sensual. It's very connected to that feminine energy of joy and pleasure. Yet it is a fixed earth sign. So it also has this really grounded element to it. So it's very, very powerful when the moon moves into the sign of Taurus. And this Taurian archetype is really taking spotlight throughout 2022 because the North Node is now in the sign of Taurus. So this is really helping all of us to connect more deeply to the wisdom that our body holds, to really move forward with intentional action. We're kind of collectively slowing down. And, you know, the irony of that, as we slow down, we align, things actually begin to accelerate because we're moving away from just random action, busy work. And we're very clear about what we value, what we want, what helps us get there. And the message I keep receiving from the Akashic Records around this is really getting your body on board with what you desire to create. So what I mean by that is if you look at a goal that you have in your life right now, something that you're achieving, how does your body feel about that? When you think about that, does it expand with excitement? Does your heart rate quicken with excitement? Or does a part of you contract? Does your body begin to feel heavy? If so, there's something out of alignment there. So we're really learning how to work with the wisdom that our body has and to calm our nervous system down so we can feel safe during times of change and transformation. And on Monday, the moon will conjunct Uranus in the sign of Taurus as well, which really speaks to this. It's about leaning into your edge, stepping out of that comfort zone, which is really challenging at times, especially if we don't have the tools to regulate our body. And, you know, I've been talking about this for a few weeks now. It's a continual message coming in around learning to cultivate safety and security within. So we don't need external circumstances to look a certain way for us to feel good, for us to feel joyful, for us to feel safe. We have to learn how to generate that within. That's a theme throughout this year, and also a theme this week with the energies. So on Tuesday, we have the moon in Taurus again, but we also, so we're still kind of working with that energy, the Taurian vibe, the Taurian archetype, but we also have a powerful aspect here between Mars and Uranus. Mars is going to form a trine with Uranus on Tuesday, and Mars energy is our life force. It's about ambition. It's about action. And Uranus is the awakener. So it's about change and transformation. So we begin this week with that really powerful intent to say, okay, I'm ready. Let's do this. Where January may have been more of a reflective month. Now we're like, okay, it's on. Let's go. And the energy, especially on Tuesday, is really supporting us in that, in making the decision. And this is a message from the records I want to share with you as well around decisions. And I share this as a South Node in Libra, so I know what it's like to be in a space of indecision and to kind of struggle with that. It's something I've worked with throughout my life. And I also learned the power in being really decisive, because indecision uses a lot of energy that could be better directed toward other things. So when we become powerful and decisive, that serves us in every area of our life. And the cosmic energies right now are really supportive of that as well. So Tuesday, really that green light to move forward. Now, we also have the energies of Taurus as well as Capricorn being activated, which also focus on career and money. So this could be a day where you're making big money decisions, you're looking over your investments, but something surrounding money really comes into the spotlight in big ways on Tuesday. Now, on Wednesday, the energetic tone shifts as we have the moon moving into Gemini. And because the moon governs our inner world, when the moon changes signs, we really feel the energetic tone begin to shift, especially if we're sensitive to energy. If you're here watching this, you're sensitive to energy. I can pretty much guarantee I draw people into my world who are very attuned, whether they know astrology or not. They're attuned to these energetic shifts. So Wednesday, with the moon moving from earthy Taurus into the air element of Gemini, it kind of lightens the energy. It's very playful. It brings in new ideas. And it reminds us of the power of bringing play and joy into our life. Like, it can kind of be a little bit of a serious undertone beginning the week. And then Wednesday is like, hey, let's have some fun. We're moving forward. We're making big decisions, but let's not forget to play here. Let's bring in that element of joy. So I really like that. And on Thursday, the moon is going to square Neptune in Pisces. And this, like what I hear from the records around this, is divine ideas coming in. Neptune is our connection to our divinity, our connection to our higher self, to higher realms of consciousness. So new ideas dropping in, and it really puts in the forefront of our minds this conversation around when is it my intuition and when is it fear. And sometimes we get stuck in our mind kind of over analyzing that and we get nowhere. But it is a really important distinction to know when our body is telling us, no, that's not right, and when it is that expansive fear, because things can be in alignment for us, but still feel scary. I mean, that's what growth is, right? We're out of our comfort zone. We're growing because we're in a new energy. We're growing because we're learning to calibrate to a new identity, a new way of showing up in the world, a new frequency. So initially, our body's a little uncomfortable, and that's where we want to get our body on board with these decisions that we are making, with the changes we are undergoing in our life. So learning that distinction is an ongoing process for all of us, right? When something is fear and that's a signal of no, or something feels a little scary, but that's just because we need to do some calibration work, and it's still aligned with where our soul is calling us and leading us. So a lot of new ideas can flow in on Wednesday and Thursday. Now, on Friday, February the 11th, another powerful day. We got a big week here. So Mercury is going to meet up with Pluto in the sign of Capricorn for the last time, bringing closure to another cycle that was initiated on December 30th. Because Mercury has been retrograding, it's been continually meeting up with Pluto, the planet of power and transformation. So if you've been following my videos, you've heard me mention this meetup before of Pluto and Mercury giving us deeper insight into our subconscious patterns. So now that Mercury is direct, this will be the last meetup up before it moves along and makes its way into Aquarius. So this again is where we're like, okay, I'm finally making the decision. I have new insight, or I'm finally very aware of how this pattern has been playing out in my business, in my relationships, and I'm finally ready to make a change. So it's almost like we can make a very definitive decision really throughout this week. We're like, we're ready to decide, we're ready to move forward, we have new insight. It's a very exciting kind of energy here. There can be an intensity on Friday anytime Pluto's involved. I also think this speaks to the power of using our voice, and we may have become aware this past 6 weeks of where we've used our voice, we spoke our truth, and maybe there's been somebody on the other side of the equation kind of feeling like they're shutting us down, right? And this is where we have to stay really, in alignment with our truth and be okay that there's going to be other people who have different viewpoints than us. But there could be an extreme kind of pull going on there with Mercury and Pluto conjunct. And again, we can see this on a smaller scale as well as a larger scale, kind of extreme viewpoints, people on opposite side of the equations really locked into what they believe. So it's a really interesting dynamic there for sure that kind of comes to the forefront on Friday. Now, Saturday and Sunday, so as we move into the weekend, the energy will shift again. We have the moon moving into Cancer, and it's right at home in this energy of Cancer. What I feel and am hearing from the Akashic Records around this is it speaks to the different ways we approach manifestation and the different aspects to it. So the moon is going to move into Cancer. It's going to oppose planets in Capricorn throughout Saturday and Sunday. And Capricorn is about the action we take to get to where we desire to be, a big part of manifestation. Cancer is about the creative energy, the relaxation, the allowance, the receiving. That is a key component to manifestation. So with the moon moving into Cancer, we do want to relax, but it doesn't mean it's still a cardinal energy. Cancer and Capricorn are cardinal energies. They are about initiation. So they do both speak to manifestation, but it's trusting that you can relax. And that's actually when creative ideas drop in. You can relax and the universe is still rearranging to bring you what you want. In fact, it's a key component to take that time to relax. Now, the other side of the scale is looking at there is a time where you have to take action, you have to move forward. And sometimes fear can stop us from that. I see this when I work with clients one-on-one, that really the action for them to do is to show up in video to their community, but instead they're kind of perfecting things behind the scenes, right? So we have to know where we are on that equation, because sometimes we do need to just step up and take the action and be visible, ask for the sale, launch the program instead of continually perfecting it, show up on video instead of hiding behind the camera. So it's knowing that, right? And sometimes it's like, oh, I'm taking all the action. Now it's time to do the inner work, the energetic work, and allow myself to expand my capacity to now receive what I want, to receive the results of the work I have put in. Cancer Capricorn axis really speaks to that. So I feel like I want to dive a little deeper with this. So Saturday here, the moon in Cancer is going to oppose Venus and Mars. And then on Sunday, it's going to oppose Pluto. So this also speaks to our relationship to our emotion as well. And a Cancer moon can bring up strong emotion, especially when it's opposing Pluto on Sunday. And it's really important that we acknowledge our emotion, we allow emotion to move through us, that we're not suppressing it. And the shadow side of Capricorn can be suppression of emotion. It's kind of this idea that emotions are messy, I'm going to push them aside, right? And so we need that balance, because we also need to know that we don't always want to make, well, if ever, make decisions in our life based on emotion alone, because we may wake up the next morning and feel completely different about it. So if you find that, you're somebody maybe who makes decisions and later regrets it, or you commit to something and then the next day you feel different, it's probably being overly ruled by emotion. And we want to be ruled by the wisdom of our soul and our higher self and what's aligned with our vision, not how we're feeling in any given moment. Yet we don't want to suppress our feelings either, because they do hold powerful insight for us. So this energy on the weekend speaks to that dynamic. manifestation, our style of manifestation, and our relationship to emotions, which of course is a big part of manifestation as well. So that is the energy for the week. I would love to hear your takeaways below, what really resonated with you. A reminder, the doors to the Lightworkers Rise Academy are open until Tuesday. I would love to support you in this space and connecting to the records of your business and tapping into new levels of abundance and really feeling confident and clear around what your message and divine work is to share with the world. I'll also attach a link to my Instagram below, and I would love to connect with you on there as well. So much love to you. Enjoy the energies this week, and I will see you soon. Bye.